Welcome everyone. We have Matt back with us tonight doing live music and sounds. Wow, it was a long day for me and I'm so glad to be here with you now. So tomorrow is the full moon, and you might already have noticed the moon. We kind of see it as full for a couple days surrounding the full moon. So tonight will appear to be a full moon. Tomorrow will be the actual full moon, and then maybe if you wake up early on Thursday morning, you'll see it too. So tonight will be a little bit of a moon-themed practice. As always, go at your own pace. Anything I say is only a suggestion. You're always welcome to make your own choice. If you have blocks, you might want to grab them tonight. We're going to do some moon salutes, so pyramid pose and triangle pose, those can be helpful with blocks. If you don't have blocks, but you've been curious, they are not a huge investment. You can buy them on Amazon, and they can help a lot with accessing certain poses. So come to a comfortable standing position, feet hips width apart. Bring your hands in front of you as if you were holding a tiny moon inside of them. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders. And as you inhale, feel your hands being drawn apart as your little moon expands. And as you exhale, feel your hands contracting back towards each other. Keep moving just like that. Not really trying to move your hands, just noticing how they might expand and contract a little bit on the inhale and exhale. Maybe even imagining the tidal movement, the going out, the coming in of the breath. And maybe inviting your breath a little bit deeper, feeling your moon expanding a little further. And when you're ready, you can relax your hands by your sides and just take a few breaths noticing your body today, noticing the state of your mind, and just observing through a gentle, nurturing lens. Making a choice to let go of anything that doesn't serve you today. With your next couple of exhales, just let it go. And then coming back to that breath on your inhale, lift your arms up halfway and exhale to lower. So really seeing if you can allow the breath to inform the movement. Going all the way up until you can't inhale anymore, pausing, and then gently with the exhale lowering, seeing if you can get all the way to the bottom just on the end of your exhale. Gentle pause. Keep going just like that. The exact angle of your arms isn't important. Palms up or down is up to you. And notice where your weight is and see if you can maybe bring it back a little bit on your heels if you're leaning forward. Last round. And clasp your hands behind your back, drop your chin to your chest, and we'll take a few little half moon shapes with our head, Bringing one ear to one shoulder and other side. Just going back and forth, and feel free to stay and breathe if there's a place that feels especially tight. Remember, loosening up your neck can take a while, so just beginning the process here, and we'll hopefully continue to release tension throughout class that will allow you to have a more easeful experience in your neck if you feel tight right now. Couple more breaths. And then come back to center. Release your hands, and we'll just roll the shoulders. Just regular rolls, or if you'd like, you can bring your hands to your shoulders and allow your elbows to inform the movement. Elbows lead the way. Little bit different of a motion. Last one. Great job, everyone. Inhale, arms to the sky. And forward fold. First forward fold of the class. Relaxing your head and neck. Allow your knees to bend as much as you need here. Shake out your head, yes and no. You can cross your hands inside your elbow creases and just breathe. Feel the backs of your legs gently give way and start to soften. Rather than forcing the stretch, see if there's anywhere you can actively let go of tension. When you're ready, inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. And roll to stand. Keep your feet hips width apart. Check down, make sure your feet are parallel. So if there was a train track, your heel and maybe your second toe would be in alignment with each other. And then bring your hands by your sides, and we're gonna gently come on up to our toes here on the inhale, and exhale to come on down. So you can keep going just like that, or if you'd like to add an arm pattern, we're gonna inhale, right arm forward and up, turn the palm backwards, and hand comes back and down. And then left hand forward and up. Palm faces in, and then palm opens, rotating that arm back and down. And then on the third, we do both arms. Keep going just like that, right, left, and then both. Seeing if you can get into a rhythm with your own breath. This one is called Halasana. Easy to remember because it's tall asana. Okay, last one. Both arms. Really go for it. Don't worry about if you fall or wiggle like I just did. Just reach, reach, reach. And come on down. Spread your feet nice and wide. Oh, actually, one more thing. One more little moon shape here. Bring the toes together to touch. Maybe a little bit of distance between the heels. Arms reach overhead. And my fingers are a little cut off, so I'll come up closer and show you. Going to clasp all the fingers, but keep the pointer finger long here. So the hands don't matter a ton, but if you want to try it that way, you can. So reaching arms overhead, and we're going to squeeze the belly button to the spine, nice and strong through the core. Reach, reach, reach. And then we're just going to tip over to the left and actively lengthen through the right side. Lengthening, stretching through your hands, your arms. And back to center, lengthen once more. And other side. And then just going back and forth a couple times. And your hip can move to the opposite side as well. So you're making a little moon shape. And then come back to center and release the hands. And just let that go for a moment. That can be a lot on the shoulders. All right, so now we're gonna move on to moon salutes. If you're new to moon salutes, you're in for a treat. People love the moon salutes. It does take a little bit more explaining, so I'll try to keep it simple. If you know the moon salutes already, you can go at your own pace, but otherwise I'll talk you through it. Spread your feet nice and wide, toes face the corners of your mat. Inhale, arms, 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, reach. Set up for triangle right side. Back foot is parallel, front foot faces forward, just like in Warrior Two. Arms are nice and strong, nothing loose. Reach forward with your right hand. And go for it. Right hand reaches for the ankle, the shin, wherever it lands. Left arm comes up to the sky. Gaze can be forward, it can be down, or if you'd like to gaze up, just making sure to tuck your chin to keep your neck nice and long. And if that's not for you, you can try different versions of the head. Seeing if you can lengthen through your spine, maybe pull your left shoulder back a little bit. Maybe reach down a bit further with your right hand, only if the space is there for you today. One more inhale. And on your exhale, left arm comes back down. Turn forward. This is where you might grab your blocks if you would like. Come to pyramid. So both toes face forward. Forward fold. Front leg working towards straight, but no worries if it's bent. Just breathing here. One more deep inhale and full exhale. And then step your left foot all the way back for lunge. So you can use your blocks here, or if you have the space today, you can reach your hands right to the floor. Rock back and forth on your back foot. And then you can see if you can sink your hips a little bit lower. That's a nice deep stretch. Can you stay long through your spine and neck? And then walk both hands to the inside of your foot. Pivot forward for side lunge. Side lunge is a choose your own adventure. You can keep your hands down, or if you have a block, you might use a block for support here. If you want to try a little balance challenge, go for it. Maybe hands to the heart. Keep those left toes flexed towards your face. Maybe do a little lifting, so pressing down into your right foot to lift up a little bit. And we'll switch sides, bring your hands down, and just come on over to the left side. Staying low if you can for that transition, get more of a stretch on the insides of the legs, but coming up if you need to. Any version, your choice. So the moon salutes are cooling as far as asanas go, more cooling than the sun salutes, and they're good for evening time. They're soothing, relaxing, and they're balancing. You do everything on one side that you do on the other side. Hands come down and pivot your way to the back of your mat for lunge. Rocking forward and back on your back foot. And then dropping those hips nice and low. Step your back foot in for pyramid. Keep breathing here. Where can you soften? Can you soften your jaw? Soften your gaze. Soften the grip of your toes. And then pivot your back foot to parallel the back of the mat. Left hand comes to your shin or your ankle. And reach your right arm to the sky. Another variation is placing the back of your hand to your leg here so you can leverage open, or if you have the space, your hand can come all the way to the floor. I like coming a little bit higher, this way I can make sure that there's length in my spine. But if you know that you've got the length in the spine, come down as low as you can. Core nice and strong here. Playing with the gaze and make sure there's not too much pressure on your neck. Not too much tension might mean tucking your chin or trying a different gaze. Use the strength in your core to rise back up. Toes face the corners of your mat. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, reach. Other side. Coming to triangle, left side. Take your time setting up and take your time going into it. Remember to breathe, nice, slow, gentle breaths, even in this challenging pose. And triangle is a very challenging pose. And pyramid. Keep your breath nice and deep, nice and slow. Matt, I love this dreamy music. Step your right foot back for lunge. You might feel a little bit better this time, a little bit looser. Few deep breaths, nice long back leg. You can always lower your knee here if you need, so go ahead and do that anytime. Hands come to the inside of the left foot and side lunge. Any version, maybe this time you want to play with it. Lift your arms to the sky. Or you could take a little twist. Left hand down, right hand up and back, reaching. Other side. A nice slow journey to the right side, top of your mat. Any version you like. And slowly make your way to lunge, right foot forward. Left leg straight and strong, or go ahead and drop that knee if you'd like. Back foot steps forward for pyramid. For this next transition to triangle, see if you can move with as few movements as possible. So planning out your route. And rise. Toes face the corners of your mat, arms reach. Ah, goddess. This time, hands come to the thighs, and we'll twist in one direction. Breathe here. And another direction. Come back to center and rise to standing. You can take a little break, heel toe the feet together, shake it out. So with moon salutes, you'll notice we did the left side and then the right side, but the salute actually includes the movements on both sides. So even though it is a little bit different because the transitions are different, you're basically getting both poses on both sides. So it's really nice if you want to just in the evening time do one slow salute. You can do a moon salute and you'll get a little bit of everything. A little hamstring, a little twisting. If you go deep into the lunge, a little hip flexors, thigh stretch, a little upper back if you want to add that twist in at the end. All right, so we are going to do a moon salute on both sides. This time we're gonna add on yoga teacher's choice, a little bit here and a little bit there on both sides. Feet spread wide, arms reach, 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, reach, and set up for triangle. Take your time getting into your triangle. Maybe your hand reaches a little further down your leg this time. Maybe your shoulder opens up a little bit more. Keep the length in the back of your neck. And folding over the right foot for pyramid. Stay here if you'd like, or option to plant the left hand, right comes to the hip, or maybe you twist all the way open and right hand reaches high to the sky. So this one is a revolved pyramid. Keep your belly button pressing in, squeezing in towards your spine. Unwind back to pyramid. Step back for lunge. And we're going to take that same little twist. So plant your left hand, right hand can come to the thigh, twist open, or you can reach the right hand all the way around for a little bind. Unwind. Hands come to the inside of the foot and pivot forward for that side lunge. Once again, any variation you like. To center and walk your way to the other side. And come forward for lunge. Right hand plants, left hand comes to the thigh for a twist. to the sky, or all the way around for a little bind. Slowly unravel. Step your back foot in for pyramid. Stay here or try that revolved version if you'd like. Left hand to the hip, the sky, or wrapping around. Take your sweet time unwinding and finding your way back into triangle. Use the strength of your core to come back up. This time we're going to do a reverse. So lifting left arm straight up and maybe back behind you. Like you're trying to see in all directions, reach for something. Come on back up. Arms reach, 5-point star. Goddess. Inhale. Okay, this is our last round of moon salutes. Triangle, going back in the same direction. So opposite direction as before, but starting with the triangle we just came from. And pyramid, your choice if you want to take any variations. Or just enjoy this last pyramid, relaxing your head and neck. Maybe reaching your forehead a little closer to your knee this time. And step back for a lunge. Just enjoying this last lunge or taking a twist, your choice. Unwind, side lunge. I'm going to end with a nice balancing version here. Side. Last time, pyramid on the right side. Or sorry, lunge on the right side. Any variation you'd like. And now pyramid. Take your time coming to triangle. Slowly come up, reverse it. Right arm reaches straight up and back behind you. I think you're trying to grab something from your subconscious here. Back to center, toes face the corners of your mat. Inhale, exhale, goddess. Hands come to the thighs and twist. Other side. And back to center. Take your time, heel toeing the feet together. And we'll just come to a short standing meditation. Toes come together to touch. Hands by your side or wherever feels good. And close your eyes. Just giving yourself some gratitude for everything you've just accomplished. No matter how your moon salutes looked, you're still here. You're still dedicating yourself to this time to practice peacefulness, to practice mindfulness. All right. Thank you. Great job, everyone. So we are going to do a little challenge right now and do half moon pose. So this is a challenging pose, and I don't often teach this one, but since everyone's at home and has access to a wall, a table, a couch, I thought it would be a great time to try it. We're going to do an assisted version of this pose. If you don't need the assist, cool. Do it however you like. If you know that a forward fold touching the ground is a little challenging, you might grab a block, or if you don't have a block, a book, or whatever you have, and kind of just come up against whatever you've got, a chair, a wall, and step your right foot forward, left foot back, left hip against the surface. Hands come to heart center, and then just come forward for warrior three. So back leg pivots back, and then bring both hands to the floor. Left hand presses down as you pivot your right hip open, and maybe begin to draw your right hand up to the sky or to your right hip. So left hand's right under the face, the right hand reaches high. And so I have a little bit of my weight back into the rainbow credenza behind me. But you don't need to. If you have the balance here, you can step away from your chair or your couch or wall. Hopefully you're not against the chair, because the chair could move. And then slowly come back how you got in. Hands come down. And maybe you want to lift your leg a little higher for this last moment. Big split and lower. Forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. And slowly roll to stand. You might grab your block on your way. All right, we'll try the other side. If this one's a little bit much for what you're looking for tonight, you can just practice a forward fold or a one-legged balance, a tree pose for the other side. No worries, but it is fun a little bit to step outside your comfort zone, so hopefully you maybe give it a shot with me. All right, right foot steps forward, left foot back. There we go. And coming forward for warrior three. Hands reach down. Right hand plants, pivot, left hip open. And left hand to the sky. This one's so good for concentration, focus, balance, and strength. Takes a lot of strength here. When you're ready, slowly come back. And maybe doing a little split here. Left leg reaches to the sky and lowers back down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. And roll to stand. Shake it out. Okay, great job, everyone. You gave it a try. So grab a sip of water if you have it, and then we're going to come all the way down to the mat. Okay, find any comfortable seated position. And take a moment to just close your eyes. I'll share a short reading from Everyday Tao. The moon does not fight. It attacks no one. It does not worry. It does not try to crush others. It keeps its course, but by its very nature, it influences. It keeps its course, but by its very nature, it influences. What other body could pull an entire ocean from shore to shore? The moon is faithful to its nature, and its power is never diminished. So if you like, as you breathe here, maybe take a moment to meditate on how you could be true to your nature, to meditate on the strength and the amazing effects that we can have on the world when we just come back to that true nature. Come back to our best selves. Notice if your mind starts to wander. No worries, just bring it back. Allow your breath to reach deeper down into your lungs, filling your whole backside with air. You're ready, you can flutter your eyes open. And we'll come to a little seated twist here. So you can lengthen both legs out in front of you and then cross right foot over left. This is a great place to stay, or if you'd like, you can bend your right foot and bend your right knee and bend your left knee and bring your left foot by your right hip. So from here, you might just hold your leg and sit up nice and tall, getting a stretch on the outside of the hip and leg here. Or if you have the space, you can reach your right hand behind you, sit up nice and tall, and then maybe hook your elbow on the outside of your knee and begin to twist. So lengthening as you go, and staying where you feel the first place of resistance. Take a few breaths, and then once you get permission, you can go a little further. So permission from your body, not from me. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, unwind slowly, slowly, slowly. And maybe you can pull your feet a little bit apart and stack your knees here. And maybe you can come forward just a little bit to get a stretch in the outsides of your hips. This one doesn't work for everyone, so you can try butterfly or just do a little more seated meditation if this one doesn't work for you. can also take your thumbs and give yourself a little foot massage. Just take your knuckle and press it in. Or knuckle? No. The first bend in your thumb and press it into your foot. And then we'll just unwind, give the legs a nice shimmy, and reverse it. Left foot crosses over right leg bends, and right foot comes by the left hip here. You can stay here, just hug your legs, sit up tall, or maybe going for that same twist on the other side. I've heard people say this is the kind of peak pose. It cures all ills. Not sure if it cures all ills, but twisting is very beneficial for the body. It's great for immunity, detox, good to keep the spine healthy too. Always want to make sure if you're twisting, you're lengthening the spine first. So doing some forward folds, some side bends, a little bit of gentle back bending can be nice. A gentle twist is okay if you're just on your back and kind of stretching a little bit gently, but if you're in a deep twist like this, you want to make sure you're nice and warmed up first. So continue to lengthen through your spine and twist a little deeper as you get permission from your body. One more inhale, grow tall, and then unwind. Once again, you can stack your knees on top of each other, walk your feet back towards your hips as much as feels comfortable, and maybe come forward just a little bit, or if you've got the space, you can bend forward and relax your head down towards your knees. Maybe giving yourself a little foot massage. Up, and we're going to roll all the way onto our backs. Hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. And if you like, you can take a happy baby here, reaching for the outside edges of your feet. And you can rock a little bit here too if you like, getting a back massage. And then bringing your feet together and dropping them down on the mat for butterfly, reclined butterfly. So knees are wide and reaching towards the floor. Soles of the feet touch together. You can spread your arms wide for a little bit of a chest opener. Or if you'd like, you can clasp your hands behind your head, lengthen your thumbs, and give yourself a little massage in the back of your neck, kind of where your skull and your neck meet. And then slide your feet down towards the bottom of your mat so your butterfly turns into a diamond shape. This one can be intense for some people, so just stepping back a little bit if you need to. And then maybe giving yourself a little massage in the front of the neck, on the shoulder, the collar. And switch sides. and stretch your legs out long. Reach your arms overhead. And take any final poses that feel good for you. Maybe windshield wiper the legs, or take a bridge or a wheel, however you want to end your practice today. And then find your way to a comfortable resting position, anyone you'd like. I'll sit up so I can talk you through the end of class, but you make yourself comfortable. Relax your whole body. From the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, every cell in your body smiling and relaxing. Letting go of tension, physical and emotional. Letting go of thoughts. Let go of past. Let go of future. And with each exhale, let go of your breath. And on each inhale, let go of control, allowing air to just move in smoothly and gently flow out. Short reading to close our practice, in keeping with the theme of our moon. The moon is a loyal companion. It never leaves. It's always there, watching, steadfast, knowing us in our light and our dark moments, changing forever just as we do. Every day it is a different version of itself, sometimes weak and wan, sometimes strong and full of light. The moon understands what it means to be human, uncertain, alone, cratered by imperfections. As you fully relax in this Savasana, think about how we look up at the moon. It is alone, uncertain, and cratered by imperfection, and yet we see beauty or we see light. We do not judge the moon, as the moon does not judge us. Can you now look within, see yourself, your light, your dark, your imperfections, and can you see the light and the beauty? And can you cast a gentle, nurturing lens, gaze on yourself that can see those imperfections, but without judging? Can you see the strength and the steadiness, even with those imperfections? We can be light and dark and still be whole. We can be imperfect and still be whole. And we can be changing always and still be whole. right now, gazing down, its light, its strength, sharing its energy with you. And the moon will never judge you. It's always there for you. And in the nighttime, you can even glance up and see it. Even when there's clouds, it's still there. As you're ready, you can begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Turn your head left and right, begin to come awake. Slowly roll to one side and all the way up to seated. Bring your hands to prayer position. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Once more. Thank you so much for practicing with me tonight. The light in me sees and recognizes the light in all of you. Namaste. All right, thank you everyone. I'll see you next Tuesday. And if you have any questions or want to say hi, please send me a message. Thanks to Matt too. He's feeling a little better in his hand, so he's given it a try this week, and hopefully he'll be all better soon and be back to regular music.